Good day everyone, I am Rinalyn A. Garrido from BS Ed Math 2A, and today I will be presenting a real-world application of calculus, specifically how can we calculate the volume of a solid of evolution using integration methods like the disk, washer, and shell methods. So in this video presentation, we will explore how to find the volume of a solid generated by rotating a region around an axis. The real-life figure that represents our solid is called frame radians. This one. So this is the real-life figure. The real-life figure that represents our sine solid is called frame radian, which refers to a lampshade. A lampshade typically has a rounded or flared shape that resembles a solid of revolution, often with a hollow center similar to the structure formed using the washer or shell method. So this figure connects to our sand problem as both involve analyzing the volume of a rotating shape. By understanding and applying these methods, we can determine the amount of material or the volume needed to create the lampshade and appreciate how mathematical models are used to design practical and functional objects. And this structure of a lampshade, often shaped like a cone, paraboloid, or pear, resembles a solid form by rotating a curve around an axis, known as a solid of revolution. This connection illustrates how mathematical principles are embedded in everyday designs. We have here an illustration of graphs of 2D graph, the generated solid and the real life solid. So this is the illustration of our 2D graph. So this one is the 2x squared minus 2x cubed. So as you can see, it does not look like a half cucumber. So our a is 0, which is the lower limit, and our b is 1, which is the upper limit. Here is our generated solid using Wolfram. And this is the real life solid. So we have here the side and top view, but we included here the right side view, left side view, front view, and back view. So this is our front view. This is the right side view, the back side view, the left side view. This is the top side view, and this is the bottom view. So as you can see, there is no hole. This is the volume. So this shaded region is the 2x squared minus 2x cubed from 0 to x. So we are tasked to find the volume of a solid generated when the region bounded by the curve y is equals 2x squared minus 2x cubed, the x-axis and the vertical lines x equals to 0 and x equals to 1 is revolved about the y-axis. Both the disk method and shell methods are valid techniques for finding volumes of solid of revolution. The disk and washer methods require setting up integrals with cross-sectional slices perpendicular to the x-axis rotation. However, the function is given in terms of x. And solving for x in terms of y from the equation is not straightforward. So it is by the way, it is due to the combination of x squared and x cubed terms. This makes the desk or even washer method impractical. Moreover, the 2D graph, like I've shown you earlier, of the region does not resemble a typical half cucumber shape, where a clean horizontal cross-section would neatly represent the radius of revolution, further complicating the use of horizontal slices. So the shell method uses elements parallel to the axis of rotation, allowing us to integrate with respect to x and use the function as originally given. So we have here by the way, when we use the desk or washer method, when the slices are perpendicular to the axis of rotation, and we will use shell method when the slices are parallel to the axis of rotation. So parallel to the axis of rotation. These choices make it easier to set up the integral and simplifies your work depending on the axis involved and the form of the function. So now we will use the shell method because the function is given in terms of x and we're rotating around the y-axis, which is vertical. If we use the thus or washer method, we need to express x in terms of y, which is hard because the function has both x squared and x cubed. This makes solving for x too easy. So the shell method is more practical and allows us to work directly with the original equation. So personally, I also prefer the shell method in these cases because it avoids the needs for function inversion and is easier to visualize when rotating around a vertical axis. Now for our specific problem, we are given the curve. By the way, this is the curve. This is the manual graph. So from this is our curve faces in the first quadrant in a Cartesian plane. We are given a specific problem. We are given the curve y is equals 2x squared minus 2x cubed. The axis, the region is bounded the curve y is equals 2x squared minus 2x cubed. The axis, so y is equals 0 and the vertical lines x equals to 0 and y is equal to 1. And the region lies in the first quadrant and is revolved about the y-axis to generate a solid. So this is the formula for shell method. We have b is equals to integral from a to b ax dx. So we have also the formula and finding of ex, which is 2 pi rh. So our a is equals will be equals to 0 and our b will be equals to 1 and our ax is equals to 2 pi rh. But before that, let's find the RH. This R is the radius or the distance from the x-axis to the y-axis. And this h is the height of the shell, which is the function itself, which is 2x squared minus 2x cubed. Okay, again, this R represents the radius of which shell is the distance from the y-axis, which is simplify x. So now let's substitute the value of our a and b, which is 0 for a and 1 for b. Now let's simplify 2 pi to the outside of the integral sign, since it is constant based on the formula 2 pi integral of 0 from 0 to 1 x, which is our radius, and our height, which is the function itself. So now I will multiply. Let's distribute x to the 2x squared minus 2x cubed. So we have here x times 2x squared is equals to 2x cubed, and x times negative 2x cubed is equals to negative 2x 4. What you will do is just, we have here a 1, actual imagination 1 exponent, so you just add 1 plus 2, so we have 3, and 1 plus 3, so we have new new exponent, which is 4. Now we'll have here the integral. You will multiply this constant and you will add 1 to the exponent and divide it using the new exponent. So we have here, copy 2 pi, quantity of 2 times x raised to 4. So why our exponent is 4? Because we add 1 to our exponent, and the sum of our exponent, we use that to be the dividend. So x raised to 4 divided by 4 minus 2 times x raised to 5 divided by 5. So why 5? Because 4 plus 1 is 5. Now let's simplify. 2 times x raised to 4 over 4 is 1/2 x raised to 4. Because there's a residual multiply here, so we have the imagination 2 over 1 times 1/4. Our result is 1/2, and copy x raised to 4. Minus 2 times x raised to 5 over 5. So 2 times 2 over 1 times 1/5 is 2/5 x raised to 5. So this is the region, by the way. Next, we have here 2 pi. What you will do is now integrate the upper limit and lower limit. We will subtract the upper limit to the lower limit. So we have here 1/2 times x, which is our x is 1, the upper limit raised to 4, minus 2/5 times 1 raised to 5. So minus 0. So why 0? Why we didn't copy this one? It is because any number that you multiply to 0, the result is still 0. So we have here 1/2 times 1 raised to 4 is 1/2 raised to 4 is equals to still 1/2 minus 2/5 times 1 raised to 5 is still 2/5. If you are confused why we have here 5, it is because cross multiply 1 times 5 is 1 times 5 is 5, and 2 times 2 is 4, this one, and then so let's have here let's multiply the denominator, which is 2 times 5 is equal to 10. So this is what we call butterfly method. 5 minus 4 is 1, and copy 10. Now we will multiply 2 pi times 1 over 10. 2 pi times 1 over 10 is equals to 2 pi over 10. As you can observe, the numerator and denominator are both divisible by 2. So we will divide the numerator by 2, and we will divide also the denominator by 2. 2 pi divided by 2 is 1, or just write down here pi. And 10 divided by 2 is 5. So this is our answer. So we'll get here the approximate value of pi over 5, which is 0.628 cubic units. Therefore, the volume of the solid formed by revolving the region bounded by y is equals to x squared minus 2x cubed, the axis and the vertical lines x equals to 0 and x equals to 1. About the y-axis is approximately 0.628 cubic units. So this example shows the calculus and integration are used to model real-life shapes like a lamp, wood, in engineering and design. Choosing the right method, like the share method in this case, makes solve problem easier and more efficient. Thank you for listening, and I hope this helped you understand solids of revolution more clearly.